Okay, hello, my name's Liam, I'm 20 years old and I'm gay. And I came out 4 years ago, so this probably isn't much of a surprise to anyone, and well, if it is, ta-da! But what I am here to say is that being gay is good, and that being gay is right and normal, and it's not something to be ashamed of or something you need to hide. And I've known this for a long time, and this knowledge has always been reciprocated by those around me, so I've never actually had to say this publicly. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I recently watched a documentary that was looking at the correlation between mental ill health and the LGBT community. And the presenter was someone who had suffered from anxiety and depression, and he seemed to attribute those bad experiences to his sexuality. And so the documentary followed this very clear agenda throughout, that there is a direct correlation between mental ill health and being gay. And that agenda was supported throughout by these fairly unsubstantiated statistics, as well as all of the interview subjects providing their stories. And all the stories they had were almost universally negative. They had suffered from eating disorders such as bulimia or anorexia, or they had spiraled into drugs, or they'd been kicked out of their homes. And it was this overwhelmingly negative portrayal of being gay. And watching this, I felt really upset, because I felt as though I was being misrepresented. And that's why I'm here now to tell you that being gay is good, and that it's not something you should hide or suppress or think is wrong or want to convince yourself that you aren't. Because when I came out at 16, in the 4 years following that, I haven't been made to feel lesser because of my sexuality. I haven't been called a fag or a puff or a queen or a queer. And that's maybe a rare example, maybe something that's very unusual, but I consider myself very lucky to be alive and to be gay in this decade, because I think this is the right time to be LGBT, because I think, based on my own experience, there's been a great degree of societal progression whereby I'm allowed and sort of emancipated to love who I want and to be with who I want to be with, and to know in myself that I am gay, and I'm not going to change that for anyone's wishes or anyone's intentions, because it might be seen as being wrong or weird or subversive. And the important thing is, for me, being gay is having that certainty and that knowledge, and just being aware of that. And that's why I want to say that being gay is a good thing, because you know who you are and you know what you want to be. And it's not my place to say that by being gay you're not going to be upset or depressed, or you're not going to suffer from anxiety or any mental health issues. But it's my place to say that, in my experience, being gay doesn't make you sad. I was born in Australia and I grew up in Australia, and that's perhaps not quite as forward-thinking as other European countries, and they might be somewhat culturally narrow-minded. And that was why it took me until the age of 18 to come out to my dad, 2 years after I came out to my mum and my stepdad. And even then, when I came out to him, he was alright with it. He didn't seem to be disgusted, or he didn't put forth any hostility. And I think that's a reassurance that it is okay to be gay in this day and age, and that any fears you may have about coming out, or any of the backlash you may have, the likelihood is it's just your imagination projecting the worst case scenario, and it's just going to continue to fester, and it's going to continue to exacerbate and grow worse until you can actually free yourself and allow yourself to be who you are. And that was the primary driving force why I came out, because it allowed me to be what I wanted, and I know what I am, and I don't have to pretend to want a girlfriend, or pretend to be normal, or pretend to be what's expected of me. And it's just, the 4 years since has been 4 years of stability, and of knowing what I want, and of knowing that I want to share my life with another man. It's baffling to me to think that I'm gay and thus I'm susceptible to being sad. I don't think that's right. I don't believe that. I'm not saying that I'm completely mentally sound. I get sad, I get blue, I get despondent, but I don't correlate that to my sexuality. I think, if anything, if I was denying myself, if I was continuing to be in that closet, continuing to say it's wrong, or it's not normal to be gay, then I would be more upset. Then I would feel upset that I am betraying myself. I think, so I know it's a good thing to be gay. And I want you, for anyone who is uncertain of themselves or who's kind of conflicted with their feelings, I urge you to tell someone about it. I urge you to express your feelings to someone close to you, and then enjoy that clarity that comes from it. Enjoy that certainty and that awareness of what you are and what you want. I don't think that it's something to be fearful of, especially not today, not in 2017. I don't think it's something to be fearful of, to be what you want to be, and to share that with people and let it out, because the more you hold it and the deeper into that closet you go, the more of your personality is going to be suppressed and molded, and it's going to be conforming to what is expected of you. And from a 20-year-old gay guy who's been out for 4 years and has been happy for 4 years, I say to you that being gay is good, and I urge you to recognize that and to embrace it. That's it, pretty much. Great.